These rich and highly addictive chocolate crackle cookies are made with simple ingredients you probably have on hand. The chocolatey dough is rolled in sweet confectioner's sugar and they form a beautiful crackly appearance when baked. They freeze well and we love to keep them on hand whenever we just need chocolate. Hi everybody, welcome back to Two Peas in the Kitchen. Today we are making one of our favorite cookies. We're really excited to share this one with you. This is our chocolate crackle cookie. Get it? Ha crackle. These are delicious. These are really easy to make. Our favorite thing about these cookies is they really look beautiful. You could put them on a buffet for a dinner party, and they're super easy to make, and they freeze beautifully, so you can make them in advance. So let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to do, we're doing this in a stand mixer. You can also just do this in a bowl with a big whisk. You don't have to use a stand mixer if you don't have one, but it does make it easier. So the first thing we're going to do, this is a cup of white sugar, and I'm also going to give you the weights of those. That was 220 grams. This is dark brown sugar. This is a half cup of dark brown sugar, and the weight on that is 125 grams. And then I'm just going to add to that, we're using coconut oil in this recipe. We love coconut oil. It's a healthier oil. It's not an inflammatory oil. This is just a half a cup of coconut oil. And then we're just gonna put this right in the stand mixer and mix that all up until it's incorporated. Okay, we've loosely incorporated our sugars and our coconut oil. I have 3 eggs here. Those are gonna go right in. And we're gonna pop that up and incorporate those eggs. So what you want to do here is you want to get everything incorporated. I may need to stop it and use a spatula just to get everything off the bottom of the bowl in a minute, but you want to let this go until it's super incorporated and the batter will get a little bit shiny. Okay, so that's nice and shiny and everything is getting incorporated. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract right in there, and we're going to let that all dance in the bowl together a little bit, and then we're going to mix together our dry ingredients. So the next thing we're going to do is incorporate all of our dry ingredients together. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to give you the weight on that. It's 300 grams of flour. I'm adding to that 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of table salt. I'm just going to quickly incorporate those together, and then I'm going to put those into a bigger bowl here, and I'm going to incorporate into that. This is 1 cup of high quality unsweetened cocoa powder, and we're going to go ahead and pour that in. The weight on that is 115 grams. So just to make sure everything incorporates well when we mix it into our wet ingredients, we're just going to go ahead and mix this all together. And then we're going to incorporate that right into our mixing bowl. Okay, so we have now tossed our dry ingredients here, and we're going to just turn that on slowly so it doesn't fly all over the place. And we're just going to incorporate all these dry ingredients, the flour, the cocoa, baking powder, and salt into the wet ingredients. And this just needs to mix probably for a couple minutes until it's all totally incorporated. So you can see that gets nice and thick there. Everything is incorporated. I'm gonna just check with the spatula to make sure there's nothing loose on the bottom. See, there's a little bit of flour stuck there on the bottom. So I'll get that all up, mix it one more time, and then we will be ready to scoop our cookies. Okay, our batter's done, and now is the fun part. I'm using a cookie scoop here to scoop the dough, and I'm making these lovely dough balls here and putting them right on our cookie sheet. And then what we're gonna do is, after you've made a dough ball, I've got a bowl of Confectioners powdered sugar here, and I'm just gonna roll each ball until it's well covered in the powdered sugar, just like that. And after I have a full sheet of these ready to go, they're going to go directly into the oven. These are gonna cook at 350 degrees. They're gonna cook for about 9 or 10 minutes. You can keep an eye on them. And then what we like to do is we open the oven and we just very gently are gonna push each cookie down with the back of a spatula just to flatten them out a little bit, and then they'll cook for an additional minute. And we're gonna show you that in just a minute. Okay, so our cookies have been cooking for about 9 minutes at 350 degrees. And you can see at this point, they're kind of bulbous. They get kind of round on top. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the back of the spatula and very gently, we're just gonna press down on each cookie. You can see they're starting to get that nice crackly texture that we showed you at the beginning. A little bit more, and then I'm going to close the oven, and then these are going to cook for an additional 2 minutes, and then they'll be good to go. Okay, so our chocolate crackle cookies are done, and they smell amazing. We hope that you're going to try these, and please leave us a comment below if you do. And if you have another favorite chocolate cookie, we would love to know about it, so you can tell us about that. I'm going to break one of these open so that you can see. They are so dense and so beautiful and delicious inside. They smell so good. So we hope you're gonna try this one. It's one of our favorites. You can let these cool and stick them in the freezer, and you can keep them there for up to 3 months as long as you keep them in an airtight container, and you can just pop them out. These are great to keep in the fridge for Easter, which is coming up. If you're having family or you're entertaining, we know you're gonna love this recipe as much as we do. Enjoy.